imagine. When the world is racing to create the most advanced technology, there is a group of people in Indonesia who actually rejects electricity, vehicles, internet, even footwear. They live on foot for tens of kilometers, sleep without lights, and keep the customary rules that have never changed for hundreds of years. They are the Inner Baduy Tribe, one of the most closed and unique tribes in Indonesia. And the most surprising thing, they believe that modernization can destroy the balance of human and natural life. In the interior of Lebak Regency, precisely in the Kendeng Mountains area, lives the Baduy people, who are divided into two main groups: Baduy, outside, and Baduy, dalam. Baduy dalam is the strictest group to keep ancestral customs. They live in three main villages, Sip, St, and Sa. To reach their territory, visitors must walk for hours through forests, rivers, and rocky roads. There is no vehicle, there is no electricity, there is no signal, and strangely, they live peacefully. The first thing that makes many people surprised is the way they live. In the era of smartphones and social media, Baduy Dalam community actually prohibits the use of modern technology. They don't use television, mobile phone, vehicle, chemical soap, even electricity. Everything is done naturally. They cook using firewood, light up the night with oil lamps, and walk wherever they go. For some people, living like that may feel impossible, but for Baduy, that's how to maintain a balance in life. They believe that humans should not be greedy for nature, because when humans start taking too much, nature will be destroyed, and life will lose its balance. Baduy Dalam people are very easy to recognize from their clothes. They wear plain white shirt, white headband, and clothes without buttons, all made by yourself. Traditionally, the white color symbolizes the purity and honesty of life. They also don't wear shoes, even when you have to walk far through the forest and sharp rocks, because according to their custom, humans must remain close to nature. Baduy in life, based on customary rules, called peak. This rule is passed down from generation to generation and must be followed. There are many prohibitions that sound extreme for modern society. For example, not allowed to use the vehicle, must not maintain modern technology, must not change the shape of nature, and must not use certain chemicals. They can't even build a house using nails. All houses are made of bamboo and wood with traditional techniques. Interestingly, even without modern technology, their houses can last for a very long time. For the people of Baduy, nature is not just a place to live. Nature is part of their spiritual life. Because of that, they really protect the forest and the river. They don't cut down trees carelessly, do not throw garbage into the river, and do not exploit nature excessively. The result, the Baduy region is known to be very green, clean, and beautiful. Many people even say that the Baduy area feels like going back in time, when nature is still completely awake. Most of the Baduy Dalam people work as farmers. They plant rice, banana, cassava, and various other plants. But they don't use modern machines. Everything is done manually. They also have a very sacred tradition of planting rice. Rice is considered a symbol of life. Therefore, the farming process is carried out with full respect for nature. Besides farming, they also make traditional woven fabrics that are done manually by Baduy women. Many people consider Baduy Dalam to be full of mystery because they are very closed to the outside world. There are certain areas that just anyone is not allowed to enter. Visitors must also follow strict rules. For example, not allowed to take pictures in certain areas, can't use drones, and must maintain an attitude while being there. They believe that maintaining customs means maintaining the balance of the world. Because of that, ancestral traditions must be maintained. Even though he rejects modernization, Baduy Dalam does not mean hating the outside world. They still receive guests in a friendly manner. but they choose to limit external influence so that their customs do not disappear. And in the midst of an increasingly busy world, Baduy Dalam's life actually makes many people amazed, because they show that happiness does not always come from technology or luxury. Sometimes, simple life actually brings tranquility that is hard to find in big cities. The most surprising thing about Baduy Dalam is their consistency in maintaining tradition. Imagine, at a time when almost all humans depend on the internet and technology, they're still alive, like hundreds of years ago, without electricity, without a vehicle, without social media, but they still persevered. And maybe, in the midst of an increasingly chaotic modern world, the way they live actually keeps important lessons about simplicity, about protecting nature, and about knowing when humans should stop chasing too many things. The Baduy Dalam tribe is not just an ordinary traditional community. They are reminders that the modern world is not the only way to live. In the midst of technological advancement, they still choose to walk slowly with nature. And maybe that's the reason why, to this day, they remain one of the most unique and respected tribes in Indonesia. Because when the world changes so fast, they still maintain the ancestral heritage without being shaken.